All right, let's get right into it. This is Arena.ai. Arena.ai is the number one place where people look to see what models are the best models out there, right? And so that's very, very important. Companies consider this very important, and companies will work to make sure and they'll pay to make sure their models listed and there's models ranked. So let's talk about how this can value you. Now, when we look at this, we're like, okay, well, this was kind of interesting. I can see these different models. I'm going to do it by labs. And you can see how the companies are ranked, right? So this is for their best model. And some of you might be surprised to see Meta at number two, right? Facebook, and to see Moonshot ahead of OpenAI. Even more interesting, just curious, if you go under coding, which that's what spends the most money spent on, you see it's Moonshot, Alibaba, OpenAI, all right, Z.ai, and then Google, right? So it's pretty exciting times as these are changing. How does this benefit you? Why should you actually care about this? Well, here's the deal. What they want to do, they also want to know how good people think a model is. So I did a simple query here. What is the best LLM model? And it's going to run it through two different models. All right. Now, I don't know which two initially. All right. We'll see how to change that a little bit. I don't know which two initially, right? But I look at the answer and say, well, maybe I like answer B better. So this is how they're comparing, and they use how people like this. So if I say I like B better, right? And it tells me what the models were, right? This was Kimi K3, right? Latest and greatest model. Now, the latest and greatest model will only be in this battle mode. In other modes, we're going to be able to go ahead and select the model. But these are going to be some of the latest and greatest, and we can look at what their answers are. So if I go ahead and I say, well, I'm not super crazy about that answer, right? Because it had old information. So I'm going to go ahead and release. Let's make it a little more interesting. As a pretty web page, right? So make it a little bit more interesting and see what they come up with. So right now they're both working. And so, if the product's free, generally you're the product, right? If you're using a product for free, like not paying for AI, using free version, they use your data to train with, right? Well, here it's your opinion that adds value. So you're getting a quote unquote free usage, but really, what are they getting? They're getting your opinion. All right. Eventually, I'll come back with an answer. I'm not going to wait for that. Okay. Also, we can create images, right? And so when you go ahead, you can see here, it said create one here. Like, eh. Now, it's going to show you this kind of squared version, right? It's not going to show you the whole one. You can download it or you can click on it to see the whole version. Like the head's floating off there. I don't like that one. I actually don't like either of these, right? And then, I tried it again and like, oh, okay, these look a little better. Okay. And the images a little bit, you can download them. And so you can use images, right? We can create images with this. We can do a lot of cool things. I asked to make a video game, right? So I said, make a voxel game. And I did this in battle mode, so I don't know. Let's see how we did here. All right. That is horrible looking, right? Yuck, right? Option B, didn't, oh, we got voxel stack. Let's see what that looks like. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. But anyways, it's a little more interesting, right? I did these because programming and coding is some of the busiest. It takes a lot here. I said create a nice little dashboard about what's going on in the nuclear stocks, right? Nuclear-based stocks, and it create those for me. Now this is still in this. So I'll go to option B. Well, option B failed. Okay, and here's something I have newer called agent mode. All right, and so in agent mode, you can see kind of chugging along and creating something. And I say yes, it was successful. And then what you can do sometimes say, hey, what model are you? Right? And see if it goes ahead and see if we can actually find out, hey, what was this actually made with? Because in agent mode, we don't necessarily know who. All right. Watching that thinking model, I'm guessing it's Grok. Let's see what it is. Doesn't tell me what it is. Oh, well. So lastly here, another game. I'm playing around with some of these games. I just wanted to see, give it a more complex task. Now, I am now in direct mode. So notice we have these different modes here. Battle mode, agent mode, right? Side by side. The best models are going to be in your battle mode because that's where they're getting information. So the opposite high end. When you go to direct, all right, you can select which models and you can see there are a lot of different models that you can choose from, right? And there is just a ton of them, but you often see that the latest, like the Kimi K3, is not going to be there. That's going to be in battle mode, right? For Claude, Opus and Fable aren't going to be here, right? Because they're very expensive. They'll be in battle mode. All right. But we can select a model and use it here for free, which is pretty amazing. And so I had a couple more here. I had to do a video. I said, make a video about reading out and using models for free. That one failed, right? This one created a video of some sort, right? And so it's pretty cool. And video generation obviously is very intense, right? Uses up a lot of resources. So it's pretty neat to kind of play with these and see what you get for free. So this is arena.ai. I'm not related to the company at all. It's just cool that you can go ahead and sit there and play around, try different models for free. So that is about it, guys. Have a great day.